Hello again, Dominic Trofa, and welcome to another video. And this one's going to be a little bit of an interesting video. And this one is actually going to be about, my Q&A video. And I'm actually looking forward to doing this one. Now, for those that don't know who, or may not know, I actually did one of these several months ago. I did one a while ago this year. And I quite actually enjoyed doing that, but I actually split the whole video into two parts. I did one part separately, and then I did another part which was part two. And the reason I did that was obviously the video was actually going to be really, really long. And I was actually asked a lot of questions by, different people. I actually got 43 questions asked, and one person actually asked me 29, which is quite good, but it's a lot, but you know what I mean, it was a good thing, but I quite enjoyed doing it. And I got a lot of, good comments from people liked it, well, apart from the split though. And I also thought, well, I want to do another one of these in the far future, but I probably will limit the questions down, for people to ask me. And I actually asked people to ask me between 3 to 5 questions, and I actually got a good few this time. This time, I actually got 7. Which might not be a lot, but at least it's still something. So I just want to say, thank you all for asking me these questions, and I will be giving you all shout-outs at the end of the video. So, getting on the topic in hand. So, I was actually asked several questions by different people. These were Agent Aiden 007, Channel, 13U Cubed, and Alex Francis. So, yeah, we all know where that's going to go, but I just want to say, thank you all for asking me these questions, and I will start from the beginning. So anyway, these two questions were actually asked by a user called Agent Aiden 007. So I want to say thank you for these. So the first question he asked me was, would you ever sell all your gaming consoles and games if you had to? Now, that would depend on, if in that situation and stuff. I think if I needed lots of money, maybe, but I would try and do my best, to save up and stuff. If there was stuff I didn't need, I probably would sell it. But there are certain games and consoles that I would never, ever sell. You know what I mean? Because obviously, like, with the Wii U, I've got a lot of great games on that I want to play still. The Dreamcast, I've got Rocket, I've got that for the Game Boy Advance. There are certain things I would want to keep, but it would be difficult to actually narrow it down because there are so many games and everything that I've got. I'd actually literally have to sort out the entire lot. So that would depend on if I needed money and stuff. If I moved on to video games, I probably would not sell them. If not, the reason is obviously I've got a lot of games that I love to bits. I love playing and I love going back to them and stuff. Maybe, bring them down to generations or whatever, as I said, if I ever do have any, children in the far future, or when my niece gets older, if she wants to get into video gaming, maybe. So, it depends on the situation. I say yes and no, but it depends really, you know what I mean? It'd be difficult to really sell them, so it would. Another question I was asked was, would you do, vlogs outside, meaning out and about? Because nice to have changes now and then with your channel. So basically asking me, would you ever do any sort of vlogs and stuff outside? I've actually had the idea of doing one, being, going to places and stuff. I've even thought about filming when I was in the garden, over many months ago, during the summer and stuff. I thought, you know what, I might actually try it sometime, and it'd be really, really good. I think I'd definitely love to do that. I think it'd be an interesting little thing to do for the video. But I think also something different. I think that's the way it goes and stuff. I'd love to definitely record outside, just like a normal video and stuff. But I'd also have to be careful, well, not careful, but I'd also have to be, make sure there's no sort of noise and stuff. So, for example, sometimes, well, lately, in the area that I live in, you sometimes can hear hammering, so you hear people hammering and stuff. Or you might hear an alarm going off for someone, from someone else, from someone else's house. Someone may be mowing the lawn, you know what I mean? So I'd have to, you know, I think when there's no noises going outside, I probably will be doing it, you know what I mean? But it's the way it goes. I'd love to try and definitely do a video outside, maybe sitting in the garden, maybe from out and about and stuff. I'd love to do that. I think, obviously, I have to be careful with, you know, getting people's face in, because I know a lot of people don't like that sort of stuff, and I agree. When I was young, I used to feel like that, because you don't know what people are going to do, you know what I mean? Because they might think you're doing something, you know, something inappropriately, which, obviously, in my case, I'm not, and everyone else's, so that's, you know, the way it goes and stuff. If I went with family, like somewhere with family, I'd rather ask them first if they'd like to have the face in or the voice, whatever, you know what I mean. So yeah, I'd definitely love to have that opportunity. You know, come up if I ever do it. Another is from Channel, and his question was, will we be seeing an N64 coming up? Forgot if you ever had one or I've traded it in. Maybe it was before your time, but you've played it on the VC. So this, if you know what I mean by the N64, lately I've been doing a lot of videos about like different old tech reviews. You know, last week I did one video on PlayStation 3, I did one on Xbox 360. I've done many on the Nintendo handhelds, the Sega Game Gear. I'd love to definitely do those. And the Nintendo 64, I actually did play that when I was very, very young. My sister actually got one back in 1997, 1998. And we played on a lot of great games. My sister always loved video games and stuff. And we played a lot of stuff. We played Mario Kart 8, Super Smash Bros., Yoshi's Story, so we did. We played all sorts, and then when we got older, we still played that. Then we got into GameCube, you know, Dreamcast, PlayStation, PS2, the Xbox, and so on and so forth. And then obviously she got out of video games because obviously, you know, she had, you know, she had a work life, she had a social life, and video games sort of took a step back. She did sort of play in the Wii, but the way it goes, you know what I mean? She just did that, so she did. Sorry. So I just got a message on my on my camera. That's all. So yeah, I'd definitely love to do one. I think there's a lot of the old console I want to do. I think the Nintendo Wii, I definitely want to do one of those. The PSP, the Ouya, even though a lot of people despise that console and hate it. There's so much I definitely want to do. I think even I want to even do video game reviews. But as I said before, I've got video games in boxes and everywhere, so that would take a while to do it, really, because I want to try and make sure I get all the games and stuff, and then once I get everything sorted, then I can do that video, and you know what I mean. So the N64 definitely will do. The Super Nintendo, I want to do, even though I got one a few years ago. I played some of it on the Virtual Console and stuff. Maybe the original PlayStation, PS2, original Xbox, and a lot of the old stuff. I definitely want to do that. So yeah, the N64 I will definitely be doing. That'd be really, really good. I think even a Wii U one, even though, you know, if you've watched me for so long, you know what I mean. I've done a lot of Wii U videos. I'm seen as like sort of the Wii U guy. Even though there's a lot of people I've spoken to who love the Wii U. So I'm not just the only Wii U guy or girl, you know what I mean? There's a lot of men and women out there that love Nintendo's Wii U. Bloody great console. So yeah, I probably will be doing that. Questions. Okay, so these 3 questions are from a YouTuber called 13UCube. And as I said before, I've mentioned him many, many times. I flipping love his stuff. He is a great YouTuber, makes great content, and he makes a lot of Wii U videos as well. Bloody amazing, great guy. I think if you like my stuff, you should definitely check him out, because he does a lot of great stuff. He does a lot of live streamings, talks about Nintendo a lot. Bloody great person, great content. But anyway, he asked me 3 questions, and the first one is, what's the harshest comment you've got on YouTube? Now, I've not really got a lot of harsh comments on YouTube. When I first started, I got a lot of I remember I got like 2 creepy, weird comments. And one of them was from college at the time. I think he just messing around really, and it sort of creeped me out. And it sort of really, I didn't like it. And this was actually before my family found out about my channel, and it just creeped me out. It really, really did. And then after like the first year and a half, I just pretty much forgot about it. I really, really did. I just didn't, pay attention. But actually, a few hours before I recorded this, I actually did have a quick look, and it still doesn't bother me after like 5 years. It really, really don't. I don't really care. But I've actually got a lot of sort of bad comments from subscribers on this channel. And I don't know if he is a subscriber on this channel anymore, but he was sort of a super fanboy of my channel. He couldn't really get enough of me. So every time I used to upload a new video, he'd be like the first person to comment. It's like, I love your video, oh, great, great to see that, all that sort of stuff, blah, 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 blah. And then after a while, it just got annoying. It really, really did. It just became annoying. He'd literally be like, commenting or, messaging me at times when I was asleep and I couldn't, reply to him. And he'd get really, really annoyed. So why aren't you replying? He says, tell him, I'm asleep. Do you expect me to wake up at like 2 o'clock in the morning just to reply to you? You know what I mean? And he just got annoying. He ended up lying about stuff. And after a while, he just stopped commenting. And I'm just really, really glad. It's sort of weird. It's sort of weird about the way he was and stuff. He basically, like, as I would say, he was seen as a bit of a #1 fanboy, but he got too much of being a fanboy. He felt a bit obsessed, and I just didn't like it. I really, really didn't. So yeah, how long did you dwell on it? That one I said about the one from college, about like 1.5 years, as I just said. It don't really bother me anymore. It really, really didn't. But the other one with that super fanboy, it took me a while to. It took me about 2 months to fully. Actually, no, it took me about 1 to 2 months for me to get over him. It really, really did, and for all that sort of stuff. Because it sort of did creep me out. It really, really did. It's not a nice, feeling. When you've got like crazy fans of your stuff, you know what I mean? It's nice at first where they like your stuff. Then after a while, it's like, no, I don't really want that sort of stuff happening. How did you get past on it? I stopped caring really. I really, really did. I didn't really care after that. Just got over it and focused on myself really. You just move on. I hope that answers your stuff. And one I got from Alex Francis, which is more of a statement than a question. He said to me, "Screw you, shut up about Wii U and Cuboid Man." Who's Cuboid Man? Is he some sort of person he made up? I don't know. Who is Cuboid Man? You know what I mean? I don't know who Cuboid Man is. So yeah, and I'll never ever shut up about the Wii U because I like the console. And also one thing about it, today's the 5th birthday in America and Canada. So yeah, I will never ever shut up about the Wii U. And one thing that's also interesting to know is that it's the 16th birthday of the GameCube in America. And tomorrow it's the 11th birthday of the Wii. So yeah, I will never shut up about Nintendo, and that's just the way it will be going. So yeah, so I just want to say thank you all for giving me all comments and stuff. I just want to say, I want to give shout outs to Agent Aiden 007, Channel 13 U Cubed, and strangely enough, Alex Francis. So yeah, I just want to say thank you all for watching. I just want to say I hope you like this video, and my next video will be on Tuesday. So I just want to say thank you all for watching. Hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Hope you have a great weekend and enjoy your upcoming new week. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye.